Welcome, everybody, to the very first episode of Inside the Wheel. Here we talk about who's doing it right, who's doing it wrong. Joining me will be my co hosts, Hollywood and 300 TV. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, okay.
And my man Hollywood mad loud, bro. Damn. Hey man, you
Yeah,
already know who
that's
it is.
that's his
It's
personality.
it's your boy 300. You know what I
On
mean?
the ones and twos?
On the
You still on the
ones
ones
and
and twos?
twos. You know I'm on
Okay,
the ones and
okay.
twos like always, and we back at
Oh,
it.
okay.
All right, so hey,
So
we gonna bring us in. What we talking about, Cat?
Yeah, what are
let's
we
just
here
go
for?
ahead. Oh, what are we here for? Well, first we're gonna recap this week's games. Then we're gonna go over some league-wide questions that I know everybody has on their minds. But let's go ahead and let's just get right on into it. What's first on the dock? 300.
Hey man, I guess we talking about the bots versus the Ravens, man. Const-
Yep.
construction or
Oh,
catastrophe, man? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it?
okay. So I mean, last season the the Ravens said they were going into rebuild mode. Then halfway through the season, I guess they changed it up. Said we're going for the championship, and now it looks like they're right back in the rebuild mode, but worse off. So I guess my first question is, was the trade to acquire Chicken Tech and Cutters worth
Fuck no. Hey, I don't
it?
even know we cursing on this show, but I fuck that is a absolute 100% fuck no. It was
Because
not worth. What
they
the
gave up
fuck were they
everything,
thinking?
bro. They gave up everything.
Yeah.
All their draft capital's gone. OGL is gone. Everything.
Yeah.
Hollywood. What's your
Yes.
take on this? Was it worth it? Or
Um.
just a chance? Just a chance at the champion.
So I think looking back at it now, it may not be worth it because we obviously see where they ended up on. But
Okay.
in the moment, you never want to go through that rebuilding phase, and they wanted to win like every other team. I think
Okay.
that with them acquiring Chicken Tech and Cutters throughout that season, last season, they should have been more real with themselves to look at the competition that they could see in the finals, which would be the Reapers, or in their conference championships which would be Eclipse. They should realize and like be more real with themselves to see like do with these two acquisitions do we win or do we need other people and then see what you can do before making those big trades. I definitely think they needed to be more understanding of who they're acquiring and what position they're in at that point.
So
My man came
going
professional,
off
bro. Jeez.
going off of that, what are their chances looking like this season?
Zero.
Zero chance.
There is
Yeah.
no way.
So
No, there's
can
absolutely no way.
Herb be dominant enough to carry this new team?
Herb couldn't even be dominant enough the past 6 seasons to where he had more help than he did this season. So it's a definite no.
But they got back.
They got the what?
OG back.
They had the OG trio before and they didn't do nothing with it. So I don't know what
All
you're
right.
yapping about right now.
All
Hey, it's
right.
the trio,
So
bro.
first,
It is a good trio, though. Don't, nah,
It's a good trio, but
it
they
is a
need
good
other pieces.
trio.
They need other good
One
pieces.
hundred
all right,
percent,
bro.
bro. It's a good trio, though. No,
All
you
right, bro.
can't hate, man.
Week
You
one.
can't. Hey,
They
Week
need
one.
look.
quality stars and pieces
This is
around
reality,
them.
bro. Look, this is reality, bro. This is where Herb went wrong, bro. He got a girlfriend, bro. That's where Herb went
That's
wrong.
facts.
You
Yeah,
already know he got the end game of curse, bro. He
yeah.
got the end
Like
That's
game of
when
curse.
facts.
you're leading a team, you definitely don't want that to like become a factor in your life when you're trying to lead to a championship team.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
definitely that was definitely
yeah.
a big
But
downfall they had.
I wouldn't say the downfall because he got corny, bro. Come on.
I
It's
So
a
the
didn't
fire
say not
Ravens,
like
relationship.
though.
that. I
It's
mean,
a
like
fire
he probably had
relationship,
a
all right?
downfall in the games and the time
Yeah.
he was putting into the UEL.
Nah, yeah.
Uh,
Nah, facts. I mean, for those of you who don't know, here at UEL, you don't get a girl, all right?
No.
Everybody knows. If you're an end gamer, you can't have a girlfriend.
oh,
It's
Yeah.
impossible.
okay.
Right, Hollywood?
Okay.
Huh?
Right,
Let's move
Hollywood?
on from
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
nonsense.
okay.
But week one, game one of season 8, bots versus Ravens,
Yeah.
3 versus 7. First time we've ever seen, or I believe at least, I would hope that's the first time that a 3-man has ever walked into the UEL and won a game. And not even just one, but in a dominant fashion.
I
Yeah.
can't talk ever because I want to say it was definitely a 4 because I want to say when you were first came in it was 4, right? It was 4
We
of you.
got smoked. We got smoked.
Yeah, you did get smoked. All right, but
I think I
yeah,
know the
nah, I think
Vikings might have won. The Vikings, but
the Vikings, yeah, but I
with
think
Super
it was
Noob
3, but it
Raven,
still wasn't
yeah,
3
I know
though.
what you're talking. It was 4. It was 4.
It was 4, yeah, but 3, that's I'm not gonna lie, man. 3 is
So
embarrassing, bro.
how does this happen? What's going on? You were
Coaching,
both there in person. You were both
Mm.
there in person, so
yeah.
you got to see it firsthand.
So do you want to kind of go individually by like the game from the box score that we have, and kind of talk about what they could have done differently?
300. Hey, 300.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Hey, hey,
hey,
Hey,
bring
hey,
it in. Hey, don't worry, man.
bring it. Hey,
Hey,
bring it in real quick, bro.
bring it in. Hey,
Let's
look,
see this
man.
box score real
Hey, what
quick,
was that
bro.
other show? They ain't got shit on us. That other show. What was that show
oh
called?
yeah, 100%.
Oh, so,
Technical something.
Dookie, Dookie
Duke, Duke,
time or something.
Duke Technical. Hey man, look, go check out the other
Technical
show,
Duke Duke.
Technical
Technical Duke
Duke
Duke.
Timeout. You know what I mean? I don't know. Shout out to
Oh,
my boy
okay.
Ricky. But yeah, let's
But
look at
anyway,
this.
so the final score ends up being 12-8 in the bots' favor. I mean, we all heard about it, but how does this happen? What happened? Y'all lead me through. You were there. You saw it in person, firsthand, witness.
Well, the first thing that I noticed, being here especially, I've heard a lot about the Ravens being super good at Dead by Daylight. Watching La Bamba actually play killer versus the Raven Survivor, there's no way that the bot should have won that game.
Facts.
So at that point already, it would be 9-11,
But hey,
and
bro.
that's the first game.
But La Bamba always finds a way to win.
Exactly. Yes,
I ain't gonna lie
but
to you, bro. I don't know how. Like maybe it's that Billy energy or something like that. But La Bamba always finds a way to win, bro.
yeah, I
That
just
belly
think
energy.
that should have been a Ravens win. After I see the practice they put into that game. Herb talks very highly about his team in that game. And then just watching La Bamba, yes,
Now,
he did come out with the win, but that should be a game that you should have solidified by now.
but the thing about these Ravens, though, most of them are new. The
Well,
only
in that
ones
game, actually, they weren't new. Nobody's new in that lineup.
and the
Nah,
Ravens
there was
lineup,
there
For
was
Dead
mad
by
new.
Daylight. Not for Dead by
Oh,
the
Daylight.
for
only
Dead by
look,
Daylight. Yeah.
the Ravens, Wanku and Watt and him are the only ones who were there last season. We got no select rookie, X-Ray Kevin rookie,
He was talking about Dead
Kevin
by
and
Daylight
Gurns.
though.
That by
Kevin and
daylight.
Yeah,
Gurns,
it's Wanku, Watt, Kevin, and Gurns.
yeah. And they're all
Oh, okay.
League
vets.
I see
players. Yeah.
what you're
No
saying. They're all
rookies.
vets. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not get too caught up. I don't want to get too caught up in one game, but
Yeah.
Smash you're losing, which is a 5v3.
Yes.
You're losing Forza 5v3.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
knew they were gonna lose Forza, man. When they loaded up,
Need for speed. Need for speed.
yeah, Need
Same
for
What are you
thing.
Speed is
talking
another
3v4.
thing.
about? 300? This
I
man
know.
300 pulled me to the side. He's like, yo, there's no way they.
No, but then
3v4.
I said, what did I say afterwards? I was like, watch.
After they lost, you're like, oh, it
No,
makes sense.
no, I was like, no, watch. They're gonna end up messing this up because once you told me about the DNFs, you were like, yeah, but they could DNF. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh, dang, yeah, they definitely gonna do that. Because I told Hollywood literally all they had to do. So we were so confused about the rules and how we're gonna add in like implement the new rule to Forza because they were already down 2 people. So the old rules was showing if they were down 2 people, no matter what, the bots were going to win.
It
So we
helps
had to
them out.
come up, yeah, we had to come up with a new rule on the spot where now the 2 people that are not playing for the bots are automatically DNF'd, and then there's an additional 5 minutes that gets added to their time from whoever finishes first. So if that person finished in 3 minutes, they get additional 5 minutes added. So now they have 8 minutes, and then you do the average of each team. So whoever's at the
Okay.
lowest average wins. So I'm
Okay.
like, I'm sitting here telling Hollywood, bro, all they have to do is just cross the finish line. That's
And
it.
they win.
These dudes come out here actually racing like they're going for number one, and then start
And
DNFing.
I also seen they didn't even have some of the best cars. They had some of
No.
the worst cars possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
But
personally,
Hey, you know what I
to cut
need?
you off,
Oh, go
real
ahead.
quick. Personally, I think yes, you can blame that on the players, but I think coaching wise,
Yes.
from how me and
Okay.
Kat are, you should have your team prepared with almost every game. So far, I've seen Rex come in here and do a great job with his team. Has been practicing the setups and playing every game and having his
Yeah.
team at least understand the basics. And
Yeah.
I
Shout
feel
out
like
to
the
Rex.
Ravens did not do that.
Yeah, yeah. And Rex does that very well. I mean, definitely shout out to Rex. Like, he's actually building a different team than everybody else, and that's cool. He's definitely going off meta. But Rex keeps it basic with his team. You know what I mean? Like he keeps
Yeah,
it
very basic,
extremely basic
simple.
with his team and very simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think a lot of people miss that in coaching. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So not only I don't only want to tear down at the Ravens, but should we look at the bots and say now they have a championship team in hand because they just won a 3v7? Is
Come on.
that possible?
Come
Is
on, man.
that I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In this league, how hard is that to do? To go in there and win the 3v7. And they just did it 12 to
There's
8.
there's no way they can do that against any good team. Eh,
If I'm being honest, I think me and you, Damian, we could go in and beat 10 out of the 12 teams in the league, or 9 out of the 11 other teams in the league, and win a 2v7.
Come
It
on.
doesn't matter.
No.
So
No.
it's
Yes.
not that hard to do.
Nah,
No.
I would say six.
No.
Six.
I
Six
Okay.
think
teams,
we
yeah.
could
Okay.
go out
So
there.
Half. I
I
think you could
think
take down
I think
half.
so
Not
the
not.
bots so the
I think
bots
me and
aren't
Kat could go out there and 2v7 the bots.
No way. Absolutely
Yes.
bots
no way.
aren't a championship
Yeah.
team is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely
The
no way.
bots can't make a championship run
No.
with
No.
this new team that they have.
So
No.
so the bots. The
Okay.
only thing that stops the bots is the bots. I mean, they have a championship team. They have all the pieces. The only thing that stops the bots is the bots, bro. They
It's true.
just. I don't know if they don't like care or don't like. They just come in so nonchalant, bro. And it's just like it kills me because like the potential in that team is like
Yeah, I
huge.
mean, Mordecai alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mordecai.
yeah. I
Mordecai
mean,
hasn't gotten better, and I think it could possibly be because of the coaching. He's still that top 10 player,
mhm.
but I see the improvement that he could have in this game, but it doesn't reach it every season I see him play.
I mean, you think about it, bro. Like even RPG, you got Mordecai, you got Dingus, you got Buckets. No,
And
those are
so
scants. Like they can
Yeah.
literally have a whole like top 15. Their whole starting lineup is definitely top 15 in the league.
Yeah.
If you really like, if you really want to put it to it, like if they actually try. I'm talking about like they come in here and practice and try. That's what I mean. Like not now where they stand. If they
they have the
actually
skill
came in and
set to do
tried,
that. Yeah.
yes, yeah, 100%. They can easily take top 15, top 20, very easily top 20.
All right. All right. Enough of the nonsense with y'all too. Hollywood. Let's go ahead and cut on to the Reapers versus the Ghosts.
So what that's the next thing
300,
we're talking about. Reapers versus Ghosts.
300. Go ahead and
Hey man, are they still the same team, man? Is the Ghost
let me
still the
pull up
same
this.
team, man?
Is the Ghost still the same team?
Yeah,
No.
is the Ghost
The
still the same
answer
team?
the answer is obviously no.
Yeah, no.
Now,
Yeesh.
me personally, I think their rookies were their best players. I think
Um,
Rad and Connor were their two best.
Hey man, look, you already know what we gotta bring up. No, you
yeah.
What
know
we
what we
got?
Hey,
What we
gotta
got?
bring
bring that
up,
thing up,
man.
buddy.
We gotta
What,
Um,
what,
I,
what,
we gotta
I
bring that thing
definitely
up, man.
oh,
so
okay.
We gotta
kind
bring
of
it
to
up.
kind of to back off what you said, Kat. I definitely could agree from that game that those two were their best players. I think Hydro, however, could not mentally lock into the game because it's his first time
His
coaching and
first
like being
game.
in
Yeah.
that coaching role. It's very tough, especially on your first game versus a tough team. I think later on down the road, Hydro will get back up to kind of how he was the past few seasons. OG and LJ, they had their games, went in, did their thing. And then Zack Attack, got to see a little more from you. We didn't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I know that's kind of one of your main things. King of Fighters, you definitely were pretty good in that, but outside of those two games, I didn't see much from you. So I think uh, that was definitely kind of a drag down for the team a little bit. What do you think?
I I know you mentioned Hydro.
Mm.
So he's their new general manager. He's their new coach.
Yeah.
But who is the ghost leader? Who are they looking at to get them that win?
You
Who
talking about
when that
G-listers?
last game rolls, who are they all turning their heads to and just hoping that he's available to go in? Who is the ghost leader?
I don't think they have that yet, man.
I,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, they don't have that superstar yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Them losing Chicken Tech last season or trading him away, losing X-Ray aspect in the offseason, kind of bringing in a lot of new heads to the team. They don't have that superstar power. However, I think Hydro, when he gets back up gets comfortable with coaching and playing, he could be that guy. But right now, I think it'd be Dev if I had to pick somebody.
yeah. I
Dev
think
did
if
seem
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
upbeat. I was gonna say Dev seemed upbeat. He seemed like he was the most charismatic of the group. The rest of them seemed kind of put down, except for the rookies. They just didn't really know what was going on. They had to kind of figure some stuff out. But I feel I could see Dev stepping into that leadership role. I could see that.
I don't think so. I just think Dev is still like he lives too far. So it's like you can't count on him to be there every single game. They need someone who's local, someone who's here in Stafford or in Virginia that can make sure they're there at every single game, and then someone who can kind of voice that. And I think Dev is good. He's a very good player. But I think it just falls down to one of the topics we have here is they have too many role players on their team. They need a
Right.
superstar.
Right.
They
That's what I
don't.
was gonna say.
Yeah, you need every team needs those one or two superstars, and it kind of goes back to like when I was first like building that team. When I first got there, it was like I knew who the superstars were gonna be. I don't know why you rolling there, because everybody talked about it, and then now everybody's trying to take that whole team. So I'm just saying. So it's just like the two
Okay.
superstars obviously was low key and Chicken Tech, and then we build around them. So that was like the biggest goal. Can't take this guy serious, bro. But yeah.
Oh
So
shoot.
I think they really just need somebody to just be that standout player. So, and
Okay.
I don't think they have that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the other end of things, we've seen Cutter's first ever game with the Reapers. He's been bounced around. He was on the Ravens. He was originally on the Ghosts, and now this is his first game with the Reapers. How does he fit in with that team? Does he help them? Is he going to hinder them in any way? I mean, they
Like a
had Jacko
glove,
before.
fits like a glove, bro.
They had Jacko before, and now it's Cutters in that seventh spot. How does that look for them?
It's unstoppable force right now, man. I ain't trying to toot your horn, but y'all done a good job. Y'all done a good job of building that team. Y'all done a good job of preparing for the future, and I think you've done what me and Titus foreseen a team to do in UEL. You really you prepare for now and you prepare for the future. And I think that's the biggest thing where a lot of people are still trying to prepare for now and they're not seeing the future. And I think that's where a lot of teams are lacking. So
Yeah. Um. However, with my answer, how does Cutters fit into the Reapers? It's looking a little tough right
His spots, it's up for
now. Nah, I'm just
grabs.
kidding. I think he fits great. Just he fits right in. Like the first day that he kind of was officially part of the team, he fit in super well. He helps us in so many games, especially he's really kind of moved himself into that fighting category like super comfortably. And then also, he's the best Gears of War player in the league. He's great at every shooter, most sports games, and he started to pick up the strategy a little bit as well, a little bit of racing too. Like I think for the Reapers with what they need, if they're gonna look for somebody that can fit into a starting role for them, you have to have that diversity. You can't be one of those special uh like specialty players like you were mentioning earlier because what does that do for the Reapers right now? Like now they have to play their lineups even more perfect. But if you're one of those players that have the diversity, they can continue to just dominate every single game because they don't have to worry about the lineup next game.
agreed.
Okay. So they just got acquired. Do you think there's a difference between playing the game as an owner versus as a player versus as a manager? Do you treat it differently when you're in a different role? So
Man,
does third play differently than Billy plays because Billy owns the bots? Is he gonna treat the game differently than how third plays it versus how Dad had Tony plays it? He's not a manager, he's not an owner, he's a player. Is there any difference in how you treat that showing up to the league playing these games?
first of all, you gotta back up. Like you just said it all nonchalant, like being a team owner, bro. You gotta say congratulations to y'all, man.
Hey,
Y'all
bro.
just bought the team.
Bro.
Y'all just
Hey,
did y'all
bro.
thing. Won two
Hey,
championships.
bro.
Been had this dream of buying this team for what 3 seasons now. I remember y'all
Yeah.
coming up to
That's
me like,
facts.
"Hey man, what I gotta do to buy the team? Yo, you gotta do this," and then you go, "Don't go do it." And then don't do it again. Ask me 4 more times, like, oh, but y'all ain't never gonna sell us the team. I was like, yo, my man gave you like 5 opportunities to do it. You haven't took advantage of it. But nah, shout out to y'all, man, for definitely moving forward and becoming team owners, man. So for those of you that don't know in the crowd. So now
Appreciate that.
we go back to your question. So is the difference for third or what was it again? The question?
Difference for an owner showing up to play versus a player showing up to play or a general manager showing up to play. How are they going to treat the game differently, if at all?
I think there's only ever been 3 owners that ever played. So it'll be Billy, yourself, and me.
Herb. Herb.
Delicious.
Oh, Herb, four,
Herb, yeah,
four,
Herb.
four. Nah, Ryan's never played. Yeah, I always forget that Herb's a team owner. More so because he started being more hands off and then just focused on being a player, which I think is great for Herb. I think that season when we seen Herb do that, it you can tell it like elevated him that season. I don't know if he just had like a drive or whatever it was, but I want to say it was season 4 when we first got into the new arena. I want to say season 4.
That
Yeah,
was
you
season 5.
season 5. All right, so yeah, season 5 is like I think the best I've seen her play. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
So, but yeah, as far as the owner, I think it's. I mean, you tell us. Like, what does it feel like?
Um, I personally think that if you come in here and take the game and the league itself like differently based on your point of view, you're not going to win. I think like you should take this as a job. No matter if you're the general manager of your job or you're just a regular old employee, you need to be doing your job 100% and try to climb those ranks like any other job if that's what you want to do. Um, and this is something I'm pretty sure everybody wants to do for their whole life. So if you're not taking it 100% as a player, how are you going to take it 100% as a coach, as a GM, a owner? So I think if you look at it any differently, then you're not doing it right.
Facts. That is
okay.
100% true.
That's a great answer, Hollywood. Appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it, man.
All right, man. 300.
Hey man, we going to the
Hey,
next thing. Hey,
Well,
let's see
hey,
what
what's
it
send that
next
is,
up,
man.
bro?
What is
Hey,
it?
what's
What is
next
it?
up, bro?
Hey, look,
What's next up,
I'm
bro?
about to have
Let's
my
see
moments.
the.
I even
Hey, we
transition
didn't even
over.
talk about the games though, for real. Like what the Ghosts could have done differently.
Hey man, look, we
Hey,
talking
bro.
about that son. It's inside the wheel, man.
This is
We
inside the
talking
wheel, bro.
about inside the wheel.
This is
Okay, man.
inside
Leave
the
that
wheel,
for
bro.
that other show, man. The other show we
So
about
it
to beat
looks
in
like
views.
next up is we got Eclipse versus Gorillas.
Yeah.
Eclipse, New Dawn. Hold up now. Hold up now. Tech and X-ray aspect
Was he? I just
Mm.
making a face.
on
I don't know. Was this man just
game
making
on
all these
Eclipse.
eyes and stuff?
Is this team beatable? Is this team beatable? We
Uh,
got Chicken Tech, Jury on the same team. Is it possible to stop this team?
100%.
Um, I'll tell you what. If Chicken lived closer, probably not. I'm not gonna lie. But I think with Chicken making that drive, like I seen it, when we're playing the Ghosts together, it's a lot. Like Chicken is making a lot of sacrifices, man. Making that, 4 or 5 hour drive, then coming to play a 4 or 5 hour game. Then, coming down the day before, uncomfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are the day before, they get to take a shower in their own house, rest in their own house, come in and play in the game comfortable. Chicken Tech is literally coming into every game uncomfortable. And also, he's so used to a certain type of atmosphere. So when he plays at UEL, sometimes it's not, you can just tell it's not 100% chicken. So I think the day we see 100% chicken is a day that team will definitely be a bigger problem.
Don't you think by now, this is now his third season, he should be very and fairly comfortable with the league? He's been here almost every game. So over 20 games now he's played in the league. Um, he knows everybody's comfortable with everybody. He comes and stays at people's houses or hotels, whatever.
Mhm.
Don't you think by now he should be kind of comfortable to where we could see that chicken tech?
No, because everybody's not as good as adapting. So again, like I said, I ain't trying to toot your horn. The way y'all do well is adapt. So you hear something, you don't like it, you don't give a fuck. You adapt to it, and then you play that game. I think that's where Chicken Tech struggles at. So he just struggles to adapt because again, he wants things his way, and that's how he wants to play it, and that's fine. That's how like a lot of people are, but you just got to be able to adapt. You got to adapt to UEL because we make you adapt.
Yeah.
If not, you're gonna lose.
So
Oh, yes,
with
the answer to your question is definitely yes. There be.
with these new acquisitions, is it a fifth ring?
You said what?
Fifth ring.
So are the Clips and I'm going to win a fifth ring, fifth championship? I don't know. I just think right now the Reapers. I mean, you guys just you got a chokehold on the league, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think
Yeah.
you. I can honestly see the fear in people's hearts when they play y'all or they have to go up against y'all. It used to be I used to see it all the time with the Eclipse. And I knew the Eclipse felt it. The Eclipse walk in the room, it was like everybody's gasping for air. You know what I mean? Like they literally sucked the air out of the room when the Eclipse came in. And it's
Yeah.
like now I don't think you guys are there yet. I mean, people still see you guys and still think like, oh, we could beat them, but they're definitely still scared.
Yeah.
When I first came into the league, whenever an Eclipse member will walk in, everybody, oh my
Yeah,
God, bro.
I
It's
know
like
you
there's
remember
a
that.
they a celebrity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But now it just seems like they're a little bit more personal, a little bit more, oh, here's another Eclipse member. It doesn't really feel that way, how it used to at least.
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
But
for me, I would have to say the only person that makes me feel that way when they walk in is Jury. Because he's still that dominant player he always has been. No matter
mhm,
what game you put on the wheel, he's gonna be dominant.
agreed.
And he doesn't show up to every game. Like last season, he may have shown up to 3 or 4 games. So it's very rare to see him, especially with me being here every day, every game. Like when you see him walking, you're like, oh, I wonder what he's been playing. Like I wonder how good he still is. So to me, that's I have to give my props and can't say nobody, but definitely him. If I know I'm coming in to play Eclipse and I see him walk through the door, I know it's business. So
okay. So what are the playoff lineup predictions for Eclipse? What is their team looking like? They're going against they're going into the championship. Who is their seven?
definitely think you have to start it off with Jury. He has to be in there, spicy and snappy as well. Um, maybe I think Nexus. They rode Nexus really hard last season. Not in a bad way. I
Mhm.
think it's something he really needed. They definitely needed to kind of not necessarily give him the hype uh, around him, but like push him to be what like what they want from a new player. And I think he's still gonna stay in there. So that's 4. Chicken Tech. He's gonna likely be in there as long as what's going on inside the locker room is still good. And then I would hope that they play Pitboy and who am I missing? AJ or Phoenix or X-Ray. I'd probably say Phoenix. Uh,
AJ.
yeah. So what? Jury, Chicken Tech, Spicy, Snappy, Pit Boy, Phoenix, and Nexus. That's who I would run.
You feel that Nexus has overtaken AJ's spot as that dominant sports player?
No,
I wouldn't say that dominant sports player. No,
no.
I'd say they're fairly even. I'd say AJ has a little bit more above Nexus, but AJ has been slowly taking that step back to becoming that coach. And I think now that they have Chicken Tech, like that's kind of their replacement for him for right now. Until something may fall out. Like AJ's that plug and play kind of guy for them. But this season I think they're gonna try and continue on without AJ and for him to be that focused coach in the finals for them. As that's kind of what they've needed this whole time, the past couple seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
300 with
To
that?
be honest, man, I don't understand why X-Ray went there. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
I just don't see him starting on the
Yeah.
Eclipse. I definitely see him, helping coaching and stuff like that, which he did a great job the last game. I definitely can see that. I don't know if that's something that he really wants because I still feel like X-Ray wants to compete and wants to play.
Mm,
I definitely don't think he's ready to just kind of step out and take that coaching role. And then I know definitely AJ wants to GM. Like that's since the first day I've ever met AJ. He's like, man, I really want to GM, man. Like I really want to
yeah.
be a general manager. I want to run a team. Like I love fantasy football. Like I want to do trades and stuff like that. And then I told him like, hey man, look, just wait your time. Like it'll come. And then that time is definitely coming faster for AJ because I don't know how long Coach P would be there. Not saying that she's not going to be there forever, but I do have a feeling if the Clips now decides to break up or go to start working and start going to college and not play no more, I think Coach P probably won't be there, and then that'll be AJ's chance to really take over. So I think that's kind of like that's my thinking on it.
Mm, yeah. I'm looking more at AJ as like him and X-Ray to be that dynamic coaching duo
Yes.
that isn't playing. So like especially this season with the new setups, you really need those coaches to keep your players locked in and to start setting up these other games. Those two would be really tough because adding great coaching and focus ability with Eclipse in the finals and their skill set, adding both those together, they're definitely a way better team.
All right.
All right, man. Raise
Now
us
let's
on the
look at the
next one.
others. Let's look at the other side of this, man.
Hey.
So 300. Let's pull up that box score. Let's see what this game ended
Oh,
up
we want to
being
see the
at.
box score here, huh? I
Let's
thought
see
we was
this
gonna
Yeah.
do
box
it.
score, man.
All right, let's see the box scores.
Because
Hold
all I've about the past season,
Same.
all I've been hearing about
on.
is high praise for Gorillas. I was even told, I'm not gonna give out who
Oh
said what.
man,
I was
here
even
we go.
told Eclipse is not making the finals because the Gorillas are just that good. The Gorillas
Here
are
we
next
go.
up. The Gorillas are taking over this league, bro. Nobody's ready. No
Everybody's
one
gonna
is
make me
ready
eat
for
my
the Gorillas,
words,
bro.
man. All right,
So,
okay.
so what did we end this game at? What was the final score?
Yeah, can you scroll up for us a little bit?
Hey,
Can we
hey,
see the
man.
final score?
The score's right there, 20-4. You bots. This
I don't
T.
see it.
It
Holy
says it
moly!
right
Oh my
there.
god.
This so
That's
let's
one in every 5 games.
one thing I wanted to point out here. I had to say the lack of game planning from the Gorillas is unmatched. This is supposed to be a team. They've got new coaching, they got new players, new ownership, right? And they don't know to forfeit Rocket League versus Eclipse? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? What are we doing
It,
here? I don't understand.
it's not even that. It's not even 20-4 because the Gorillas forfeited 2 games, so the Gorillas really only outscored them 2 games. And
But look,
and Eclipse did not have their best lineup in for
You mean
Apex.
Karma forfeited or Eclipse forfeited 2
yeah.
games.
No,
Hey,
Gorillas did. The Gorillas only won Apex and Smash.
can we
We
talk
not
about this though? Wait, hold on. Can we talk about how everybody be trying to talk about my man Phoenix? You see what my man Phoenix bringing to the table. I
What up?
know you see that big 9-0, undefeated.
All right,
Every
bro. All
single
right,
game
bro.
What?
he won. All
All
right.
right, bro.
Oh, he
Let's
did.
look.
Every single game Phoenix
This is what
won.
I
All
I
right.
didn't
gotta say.
notice that. It's good.
Talk about
That's
my
good.
man
Is
Phoenix like that.
are the gorillas, are they overrated or are they underdeveloped? Which is it's got to be
Underdeveloped.
one of the two.
Nah, they're underdeveloped.
Hollywood, what you think?
Uh,
I
it's
know
pretty tough. I mean, I would say most of their team is underdeveloped. I'd say a good half of them. I think Carnage, Global, and Stars. Uh, with Carnage and Global being on our team last season, we for months we helped them like catch up to the league. And with that long time, that's basically a whole season. 3 months was a whole season for us. But with that break, like they had so much time to develop into what they need to be. And I think they kind of already have a little bit. And then Stars, he's been here forever. I have not seen Stars get overall better since I've been here.
You're
I
I
can
tripping.
agree
think
with that.
You're
I
I'm
tripping.
not.
don't think I
Y'all
don't think he
tripping.
has gotten close to as good as he could be.
No,
No, I agree with that. But
no,
again,
I
it's
disagree.
just this.
I
This is
disagree.
my thing. If Stars had good coaching, that's where Stars is lacking
Is
at.
he coachable? Is he
No,
coachable?
no,
Yes, yes. No, you tripping on Stars, bro. You tripping, man. Look, I know Stars is
So
loud and proud. All right, my
it's
man
not
we're,
that at all.
Stars, he
look,
beats
we're
his
already
chest.
talking about him.
All
We're
right, all
already
right, all right.
talking about him. Is Stars trash talking and his big personality getting in the way of his team?
No,
Is he getting in the way of their success?
no,
Yes,
no. Stop it.
yes.
Yeah, I
Stars
got two
talking
different answers
trash.
here.
What do
I
you
got two
mean, bro?
different answers from my co-host.
This
What's
is my
going
thing.
on,
Look,
guys?
this is my thing. When Stars talks trash, it does not reflect his team at all. Everybody knows it's just Stars. Stars is a 15-year-old kid. Stars comes in here and works up grown ass men. Okay? He got grown men out here with their panties in a bunch. Come on, bro. You're
No,
tripping. My man
the way I
Stars
look at it,
is a good shit talker.
I agree. I think the way that you're looking at it is as he's a great trash talker and he can come in here and talk trash. But when he loses and then people talk trash to him, it brings him down for the rest of the game and brings down his team.
Hey,
So I have yet to see Stars not be phased by trash talk.
I mean,
I've
Okay.
you're
yet to
wrong.
see it in any game. So yes, with him trash talking the other team, then with it bouncing back to him after a game or
Can
two,
dish it out. He
it
can't take it.
he can't
Okay.
take it.
Okay.
He 15,
And
bro.
All
we've
right.
seen it every game.
He
All right.
15.
Let's
That's
It
let's
it
wrong.
move
doesn't
on
matter.
here.
You're
Let's
still
move on here.
detrimenting your team.
Let's move on here.
Hey,
Let's
but hold
go
on, hold on,
ahead.
hold on. Oh, what's the next one you talking about? What's the next topic?
The next topic.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
what
let's.
what you moving on to?
Do we want? Are we good on time? 300. What we
Yeah, we
want to do?
good. We
We
good.
got it. All right. We good. All right. So as I said, this team has been getting such high praises. Two in particular, Global and Gatlight. Are they the best fighting duo as I've been hearing? Are they the best fighting team as they're supposed to be?
I
No.
wouldn't. The best,
Now,
the best. I don't know who do you think would be the best fighting duo right now?
duo, best fighting duo.
Um, I would put Scans and Silver above them if they played.
Nah, but
Um,
that
like
doesn't happen.
it did in the playoffs last season.
Yeah, but that's
When
not
it
a
came down
normal.
to it,
That's not a
Silver.
normal. They're not
Okay,
always
I
playing
would take
silver.
freaking Tech and Pit Boy over them as well.
Now,
Ooh,
if we look at the box score, if we
I
look
would
at the
pick
box
Scarlet and
300,
Ricky over them too.
Global went
tripping.
1-3 in fighting
No,
games against Eclipse.
yeah,
He did.
And their biggest weakness on Eclipse is fighters.
no,
Oh, no.
I wouldn't say that.
Nah, I wouldn't say their biggest weakness.
What? All right,
No,
bro.
I would say
All
Nah,
right, bro.
Racers.
sports. No,
Racers.
sports. Well, I
No,
guess
not sports.
Nexus. Yeah.
No, Racers are their
Nah,
weak.
no. Journey's
Racers and
there.
strategy.
Racers. Nah, strategy. I would say
This
strategy's
is what I'm
probably.
saying.
Racers and strategy are their
Are
weak.
they the best fighting duo?
No, I think they're probably top 6, top 5, maybe.
maybe somewhere in the top 5. I could put them in top 5 somewhere.
They're 6 or 5 for me. I'd say I can name a few.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Who are the best duos in every category? Let's transfer over. Who are
In
some of
the
the
league,
best duos in the league? Yeah, who
Yeah.
are some of the best duos in the league?
and we're talking about category or overall.
Overall. Let's talk overall.
Us two, number 1, 100%.
Yes. Yeah. Besides you two, though. I mean,
Yeah. I know. That's why I just got it out the way. Because it's difficult to talk about duos when, like, I could say Ricky and Rez are a great duo because of their shooting,
no. We
but
already got the
but
Reapers out of the way. Get the Reapers out of here. Look,
no, that's just an
you got the
example. Like
Eclipse. The next
because
300,
dangerous duo.
300
The
gonna take
next
over right here.
dangerous
300 got us
duo
covered. Hold
is going to be Chicken Tech and Jury. If they get that shit figured out, that's going to be a problem.
I disagree. I
A
think I would put Jury and Spicy in that position first.
No way. No,
Yeah,
look. Hey, my boy Spicy be doing his thing.
slept
He's
on.
8-1.
Spicy slept on.
That's
Spicy
always. He
top
will
5
always be.
player.
Spicy will always be slept on. Always. 100%.
Spicy's a top 5 player in this league.
I would. I would. That's arguable. That's arguable. I could definitely see that. But I think Chicken Tech and Jury are next up. I think
I,
if they can figure that out, if they can get that chemistry together, like how you two have your chemistry together, if they can get that chemistry together, it's gonna be a problem. I'm
Okay,
telling you,
I can
I
see that.
I'd say Jury and Spicy for me, and
that's
then
crazy.
um, realistically, that's kind of it. I
Billy
like
La
Billy and
Bamba.
Scan. I like Billy and
Billy
Scan
La Bamba.
I
on the
wouldn't
bottom
say
side.
Billy and La Bamba. I would say Billy and Scans
Yeah,
before I say Billy and La Bamba
I
because they're
agree.
like silent warriors. Like you know what I'm saying? It's
OG
like,
trio.
oh my,
No,
here we go. Oh my
We're not giving them
God.
credit, bro.
Hey, bro.
OG
Nah, I
trio.
would definitely say because like
All right.
Billy. I don't know if you guys like. You weren't here when they beat the Ravens to go to the championship. It was fire. But it's just like those two are like silent warriors. Like it's like they can like literally look at each other across a room and know what each other's thinking.
Yeah.
Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's just I think that's another good duo. So I say I don't think the Ghosts have one yet. I don't think
no.
the Phantoms really have one yet.
OG and LJ.
Wolves. Who?
He
OG
said
and
OG and LJ.
no, I mean you can't really consider that as a they don't cover enough together. The wheel. They don't
All right,
cover
bro.
enough of the wheel.
All right, bro. Let's
Cordy and Bosey.
Cordy and Bosif. Cordy and
best
Bosif.
duo in the league if you ask some people.
They're honorable mention. They're honorable.
Yeah,
Oh, honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come
we
on.
go we gonna bring it back.
Let's bring it back.
What's the
What's
next
next
thing?
up? What's
What's
next
next
up,
up?
300?
We
What's
got
next up?
hey look, we got
Oh,
20 minutes to get through this. So let's get through this, man. We got the
Wolves
Wolves and
versus
the
Phantom.
Phantoms. Best of the worst teams. Yikes.
Woo! Oh man. Only 2 teams will not make the playoffs this season. Is that correct, 300?
Yes, that's
and
correct.
we're looking at both of them.
Are we looking at those teams? Are we looking at
uh,
those teams, 300?
I don't.
Yeah,
Personal opinion. Are we looking at those teams?
are
I
they
don't
in
know,
different
bro.
conferences? I think so.
I
I
don't
I
think the
know.
mean,
Wolves.
Let's
the,
see.
the
The
Hold
Wolves
on.
are,
question
Let's see.
is,
Let's see if we can bring this up. Hold on. Let's see if
I
we can
think the
bring up
Wolves are
the.
in ours because it's
Where is
Ghost.
that?
while
Ghost.
300,
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get the
So they're in
schedule.
while he
opposite.
does that, while 300 is doing that, Hollywood,
Yes, sir.
who's the leader of these teams? Why don't you break it down for us? Who is leading
Uh,
these teams?
if I'm being honest, I have no idea who it is for the Wolves. And for the Phantoms, I seen Black Diamond. He was here. Don't know what we're doing about that yet.
Black Diamond?
But
Oh, Black Diamond. No.
DZ and Rory or R Dub, they definitely weren't as active as they could have been last season. I think they need to have a little bit more um like impact on the team, take more of a leadership role as they are, like as they are
Off of that.
leaders. But they're pretty. They do decent.
Especially with DZ, especially last game, he was coaching and managing. He did not play.
Yeah.
Is that a mistake for the Phantoms?
For the future, yes. I think DZ's their best
Okay.
player, and he needs to play when it comes down to bigger games.
Well, what's a bigger game? Because
When it comes down to any other,
they just lost to the Wolves. So
when it comes
that's as
down
big as
to
it gets.
playing almost any other team besides the Wolves, he need to play.
Any team he needs to play. Because the only reason they caught up in the first place, because they wasn't setting up the games and they were running through forfeits. They was getting smoked playing wise.
Look, I can't talk much on the Phantoms. I can't talk down on the Phantoms here. I can only talk down on the Wolves. Because you bring in Bernay, Alchemist, and Jorginho. You have Phoenix Pro, True Hunter, and then they have 2 rookies, Koizen, and then a rookie. Bernay and Alchemist alone, there is no way the game should be 13-12. You know how bad you have to be to keep it close with the Phantoms?
We could go to the box scores too, man.
I'm already on it right
300.
now.
Hey, 300.
Let's go to the box score.
Let's see what he's talking about, because he's on some nonsense.
On some nonsense.
Let's scroll down. Let me see what Bernay, because I saw this. And I
it.
know you're wrong. I know you're wrong, Hollywood.
I know he's wrong too.
Because Alchemist and Bernay put on a show.
Put
Go
on
ahead,
a
scroll
show.
down.
Put on a show.
100%. Put on a show.
Put on a show.
Really?
They put on a show. Yes. Hold on.
Is that right?
Go ahead and scroll
300,
down.
300 go scroll down for us, bro.
Because it's not even about them
put on a show.
Hey, look, you see it? What's Alchemist? 8-0.
He put on a show.
He put on a show.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day. That doesn't matter.
It's not his fault. He didn't lose.
You could go on and win 10 games, but you're the vet on the team. How are you forfeiting 7 games? You should know how the UEL works. You should know how setup works. You're the vet on this team, and you're forcing yourself to forfeit 7 games.
You're blaming him for his
not
team
on
not
their
setting up
not on their performance,
on
their
on his coaching.
Yes.
It's their fault, bro. It's their fault they went 8-0 and 8-1, bro. It's their fault, bro.
At the end of the day, that doesn't matter.
Well, come on, man. It's their fault, Cat. Man,
it's their first time coaching. It's their first time.
They don't coach, bro. They players.
On the Gorillas, Bernay was a coach all last season.
He wasn't like a coach. He was like
He was the one that's doing the rotations. He's the one helping with lineups. He's the one helping with setting these games up. These players are almost every single one of these players have been in the league for one season.
I got one more I want to talk about before we get into some other thing. I got one more team I want to talk about. 300.
Hey, bring it. All right, man. Let's bring it. Let's bring it in there.
One team that I praise, that I love with all my heart, that I've loved since I first joined the league.
Me as well.
Until they had a little gap that I did not like them, but that gap is over.
Yeah.
Trolls. Is it time for the UEL to pay the toll? Hollywood, let them know.
Yes, sir. I think this could be the troll season. I don't agree with what other people. I think the Gorillas can be great.
I think we froze. We froze?
No, we did.
Did we freeze?
Yeah. I see it right now. We froze.
Way. What
Bob
happened?
moments.
How do we?
Bob moments on the ones and twos, bro.
Hey, man.
Cutter said froze like a. Oh, so they can still hear us.
Can y'all still hear us,
They
chat?
can still hear us, yeah.
They can still hear us?
Yeah, they can.
Bob moments on the ones and twos, bro.
Yeah,
oh
froze.
my goodness.
We can still
Where's my stream tech? Where's my stream tech,
man,
bro?
Look. What's going on? Can y'all see? You see it now?
There we go.
It shows stream is ending. Can you bring us back?
Yeah, let me see. Are we good?
Hey, bring us back.
Oh, I think we good. Hold on, I think we
bring
good.
us back.
We're back.
Hey,
we're
back in there.
Hey, bro.
Oh, there we go. Hey, we back in there. Hey, look, it's all right, man. Bot moments. Okay, okay. Hey, man, look.
Hey, bot moments.
So
look, back to it.
Let's go back to it. What were we talking about?
Is it time for the UEL to pay the toll? Hollywood, let them know.
The trolls. Oh my God. They are about to go dummy this season, and I cannot wait for
Mhm.
everyone to not realize it.
Here we go.
TLG, Birdie, Pussy, Havoc to your face. They are about. I'm so
Havoc.
serious. I'm so serious. They're about to be the second best team in that conference.
Got a new owner, new GM, and new players.
Yeah.
This is a whole entire new Trolls.
It
Look,
is.
let's go over the roster.
Let's hear what 300 got to say.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's hear
Look,
what 300.
the Trolls is a problem, and then Jesse has done a great job
Okay.
at building
Okay.
that team.
Yep.
And
Troll
then,
told, baby.
and then those that you don't know, Jesse is paying attention to how to play UEL. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay.
Antonio, new excited owner, he's doing what he's got to do to win a chip, and he's letting it be known to the whole league he wants to win a chip. I think it's possible. I think it's very possible in the future.
Yeah.
But they're still not there yet. I think Havoc has got what it takes to win the championship. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Havoc could definitely help a team win a championship. They definitely have the right people to help win a championship or be part of a championship team. So that's how you kind of know they got something going. I think Cordy and Bosif are like going to have to go to like extreme levels. They have to get there to that, like we were talking about, Jury and Chicken Tech, YouTube. They got to get to that level. I think if Cordy and Bosif could get to your YouTube's level, that team wins the championship in the future. Not right now,
Yeah.
not the season or two,
Cool.
but maybe that third season, they definitely and mix around. I think TOG is one of the best role play fighters. They need a real superstar fighter. But and keep TLG, because TLG is an amazing role player fighter. I
Yeah.
think he's not a superstar fighter. Like he's not a pass to Herds or Pit Boy. But again, if you're talking role player fighters, TLG is the best one.
Yeah.
Then we can go into really racing. I mean, I think Havoc really wants to take over racing. Havoc and Phoenix. I think they can do it, but I don't know. I just think
Havoc and Phoenix.
yeah, because oh, not Phoenix, Psycho. I'm sorry, Psycho. I
Oh,
said Phoenix.
Forgot about Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho. No,
But
I mean, like I said, I mean they have all the right pieces to build a chip. Now they need the experience, and then they just need that real solid superstar fighter. I think if they get a real solid superstar fighter, so I say this anywhere, like if Herb goes to any team, he wins the championship besides the Ravens. So I mean, if they can figure out how to get a Gat, like, I want to say Gatlight, but not Gatlight's still not well rounded enough.
yeah.
Man, don't be hating on Gatlight, man. My man
don't say
Gatlight
that,
do
bro.
his thing.
Don't say that.
Um,
But that
I
brings me to my
Pit
next
Boy,
point. 300.
Pit Boy. If they get a Pit Boy, they'll be a problem.
Next point. Can the Trolls beat their lifelong rival? I don't care what anybody says, they're rivals. Can they beat their rival in the Gorillas this season, here and now?
It's not can they,
Oh my.
but will they? They
Hey,
will do it.
I know.
They will do
I
it this
know.
season.
I
It's
know. Trolls are winning. I'm telling you now. Everybody's going to hear my voice right now. Trolls are winning.
it
Yeah.
is very possible. The Gorillas is not looking as good as I thought they were going to look. I'm not gonna lie. I had full faith in that team. I'm like, yo, bro, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for, man. The Gorillas is gonna come out here and do it, and they stunk it up. I mean, but again, as a championship team, I think
I
they
was
got
told they
some
were making
excitement.
it to the championship,
They
This
could.
season,
They
not in the
can.
future.
They
This
can.
not
season.
after it was 20-4.
Ah, yeah. I
I
know.
think that the Gorillas team is full of players that are good at certain games. They are not a good team of diversity. Global, I think he's great at fighters, can be a top 5 fighting game player. But now that he's trying to get mixed into all these other games, it's lowering his fighting games down. Carnage, same thing. I think he's one of those top shooters in the league, top 5, top 10. But trying to play all these other games to bring him down because they have to carry that. They don't have like Stars. I think he should be way better than he is without coaching or
Eh,
without it. He needs to what else do you need?
nah,
Like the
Stars is good,
shooters
bro.
you have not gotten better in since you came into the league. I have not really seen you get you.
Yeah, but Stars
You've
has
been here for
got
3 seasons. You still dog shit at racers.
Oh, all
But
right,
again,
Hollywood.
You're
All
hold
not
on.
right,
good
all
at
right,
Stars
sports.
is
Hollywood.
I'm
jumped
not trying
up
to
Let's
in a
hate,
take it
lot
a
of
but
step
other
you
back.
cannot
Let's
look
take
at
it a
so.
step
He
back,
No,
stepped
guys.
up
Let's
no,
huge in
let's take it
fighters.
no,
a step back.
Stars has
no,
stepped
Come
up
on,
no,
huge
guys.
in
no.
Come
strategy. You
on,
ain't gonna do
guys.
my
I'm
boy
not doing
Stars
it.
like that.
All right,
He's.
guys.
Nah, I don't
All
want to
right.
I'm
hear
not
it.
putting
All right.
stars
You're
down
not doing my
All
because
man
he's
right.
Stars
stars.
like that. Like he ain't getting
All right,
better.
No,
y'all. All
no,
He's
right.
he's not.
gotten better. Stars went from a specialty player to an overall player. He's a low level
All
overall
right.
player.
Let's
Low
not talk
level.
about
Low
stars
level.
anymore. Let's not
An
talk about
overall
stars.
player should be able to
Let's not
compete
talk about
compete
stars
He's a
anymore.
low level
with top
overall
players.
Let's
player,
cut
which is
this.
still
Let's
good.
cut the
If he's
nonsense.
not
Let's
in
cut the
for a shooting
nonsense.
game, he does not compete with
Oh
top
man.
players in this league.
Let's cut the nonsense. Let's
Come
cut the
on, bro.
nonsense.
Come
Look,
on,
And
bro.
I'm
I
sorry,
can
Stars,
see.
but you say
Look,
that you're some of the
all
best.
right.
You're one of the best
Here
players
we
in this
go.
league,
Let's cut the
and I
nonsense.
think that you need to have a reality check.
Come on, bro.
I see that this trolls gorillas is getting us riled up. It's
Troll,
getting us
troll
riled up.
nation.
Hey
I see
man.
that this.
Hey.
I see
Hey,
it.
I beat
Where
my
you
chest.
My,
Gorillas,
I
exceed
shouldn't
baby.
have asked.
your
I shouldn't
Gorillas.
team.
have
All
asked the
right.
question. I shouldn't have asked the question.
Hey,
It gets me a little
Let's
hype
go.
though.
we gonna
We got
bring it
to.
into the next one. We're gonna bring it to
It's,
the next one.
Where
All right.
I shouldn't have left
Mosey,
that one on the
TLT,
drawing board, bro.
Havoc,
I
That,
should
they
have
got
Psycho.
left
a they
that
got
on.
a solid team, bro.
I
I
know.
think they definitely
So
have the remnants of a chip. It's in their future. It's in their future. They're in the
Look,
tunnel. They're way back in the tunnel. But
look,
at the end of the tunnel, they can see a chip, man. They can see it.
look. I just hope no hard feelings to Stars. By the way, I just really hope that from what I'm saying, you can take into as a good. That's all I want.
okay,
Because
okay.
I want him to be that player that he says he is now.
Stars the future, man. I think
That's why I'm super
Stars
passionate
Cordy.
about Stars.
Yeah,
Because
Stars
I know
Cordy
he
is
can be a top 5 player.
yeah.
I've
But
got some league wide questions for y'all.
All right,
okay.
man. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
First up, we got to congratulate Ricky Rockham on the fighting game belt. He is now the fighting game champion of the UEL.
That's facts.
Facts.
Now,
Big
Hey,
Ricky,
my boy Duke.
he's a shooting game player at heart. If you ask him, he's going to tell you he's the best shooter in the league. Hands down, nobody's seen him. So he just won the fighting game belt off of Scarlett, which is a vet in the league. He's a Thompson brother. I mean, that's a big thing. Everybody knows about the Thompson brothers in the league.
And he's the oldest. Scarlett's the oldest Thompson
Mhm.
brother.
So are we starting to see an end of this specialty player, of this player that plays one category, of this player, I'm a fighting game player, I'm a racing game player, I'm a shooting game player? Is Ricky coming in here and beating Scarlett? Are we starting to see more players that are so diverse, it doesn't matter who they're up against, if they're a specialty player or not, they're just going to win?
You know there's a name for that, right?
Ricky Rock.
No.
What's
It's
that
called
called,
the
300?
it's called the end gamer, all right? Here at UEL, we
So
call those end
are
gamers.
we
We
starting
are
to see
end
the
gamers.
birth of the end game? Are we
Yes,
starting to see end gamers coming to the
100%.
league?
We're starting to see a lot more end gamers come into the league. And that's what it is. That's what you got to call it, man. There's a name for it. We created it. Titus created it. Titus had the vision. That person that's coming in, playing more than one game, more than one category, and then making people that are specialty players. We were all there. You were there. Hollywood was there. I was there. And then making us into end gamers. And Ricky is now officially part of the club of end gamers.
Okay,
Since we're on
Hollywood.
this
Uh-oh.
talk of Ricky,
Uh-oh.
I have a question for y'all. I want to know
Here we go.
since he reclaimed to be one of the best shooters in the league, he's now the fighting belt champion. Where would you rank him in the league?
Ricky?
Yeah, because I still think even with
10.
him having the fighting belt
Top
and
10.
him proving to him that he's the best, one of the best fighters in the league now. He's proven he's one of the best shooters. I still don't hear his name getting brought up in the top 10 from other
10.
people.
I think it's his demeanor that holds him back from that.
No, it's not that. Y'all know what holds him back. You two. He's in your shadows.
What's that?
That's what holds him back. In order for Ricky to be good, or for people to consider Ricky being good, he's got to go to another team. That's the only way.
Hey,
That's the
not-
only
I
way.
do. All right, bro.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. In order for Ricky to get his credit,
So he's in the same spot as Spicy.
nah. Oh, no, I don't know, no, because I don't know. People just it's just that Spicy doesn't talk trash enough. That's it. Like he just doesn't talk trash enough to be noticed. Like he's like like same thing with Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't like nobody considers Phoenix top 10 or having. I'll put Phoenix before I put Ricky. To be honest, I'm dead serious. My man
Hey,
went 9-0.
hey,
I'm being honest, bro. I'm just being
Damon,
Question,
honest.
Hollywood. All right.
Hey.
cat.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just letting you know. But
This
again,
season. So
that's crazy. This season what?
we've got 12 teams, in the league, right?
Hmm?
It seems like all we see is Reapers versus Eclipse. That's what it comes down to. When are we gonna see an end to that? When are
Hey,
we gonna see a team step up and change that?
Not in the
trolls.
next 3 seasons.
Nah, trolls could probably step in there. I think if they
In
do
three
it,
seasons,
I think
I think right
gorillas.
now.
Gorillas are getting close. Gorillas are definitely getting close. Bots, just if they freaking practice. I mean, it could be an issue if they just.
Teams are gonna shock the league within the next season, couple seasons? What teams are going to just skyrocket and show everybody up?
It
Gorillas,
would be the
gorillas and
trolls.
trolls, gorillas and trolls.
No, it
Yeah,
would be the.
Okay.
But I think that narrative of Eclipse and Reapers being the finals, I think that's going to withhold until for another 3 seasons, and we can talk again though. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not. Y'all like LA and Celtics right now. So,
yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, you look at it from season 6 when we were in the finals.
Hmm.
No, someone was like, "Oh, we'll give it 2 seasons, and there'll be a team." And we're here 2 seasons later, and there's no team anywhere close.
No, yeah.
So I have not yet seen one team really come in and be like, we are absolutely terrible and we are absolutely great this season. Not one team. So I think it takes 3 seasons,
Yeah.
if that, or minimum. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I think season well, where season 9 is more than likely going to be a breakout season. So I think
So
we're
next
definitely
season.
gonna So I think we're gonna see a big rally in talent in season 9. I think that's gonna bring in a big group of people, and definitely season 10 is gonna be crazy. So I think we may see it sooner than later, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I think as it stands right now, you are correct. I mean, because I think Eclipse, if they're able to continue with school, continue to keep going, keep pushing through, but I think that ride is coming to an end. I mean, you can just kind of see it in them, like you know what I mean. So, but
I think this
hopefully,
season they want it more than the past couple seasons. They want
yes, I agree. I
it.
agree.
So I
But
don't see it
I'm
coming.
just saying. I think what I'm trying to say is I think they're getting close because they're about to be done with school and stuff like that. So
Oh,
what? Most of them got like 2 years left for school. 1 year left for school, and I think once that college, kind of falls off, and then they start working and getting into their careers, I think it's gonna fall off for the Eclipse. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
So
But
let's
again,
hear some.
that ride has been ending for a while now. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Let's hear some early on week one rookie of the year predictions. What
ooh,
we got going on? I already heard 300s. 300. Why
Man,
don't you let the stream know
you already know who
who's rookie of the year?
I'm voting for my boy Sparrow, man. If he could play, if he can, really dedicate and focus on UEL, I think Sparrow can definitely take it.
yeah. I think he's in that position to shine.
Yeah.
Unlike, I think Rad um and Connor, they're great players as well, but they're kind of, I think, a little later on in the season they really need to break out to try and become that top rookie of the year. Uh, but Sparrow is in that position where it's a brand new team and he has that. But yeah, I definitely think he needs to focus and like be as dedicated as like me and Kat are to this league to bring that out. And then I think as a oddball, um, I think Cool Fire could make a run too. I've seen him in here so much lately, grinding. I saw his potential earlier this before the draft and how good he was. And I think a lot of people didn't realize how good he actually was during the draft. But when he comes out here January 11th versus the Cobras, and if he comes out here and starts swinging, he can push for that as well.
Did
Okay.
you just say Cool Fire is getting rookie of the year?
I said he definitely has an oddball chance. I'm not saying that he's my runner-up, but I think he has a chance to shock some people.
Did I
Hey,
just hear the
I'm looking
words
at the
Cool
box
Fire?
scores right now, man. We just gonna go ahead and move over. Who do you think, Cat? Who do you
Huh?
think?
He hasn't played yet. And I think with him
I
being
just
that
hear you
one of those
say
main fighters on the Bandits, if he can come out here and take a few fighters against the Cobras, which are heavy fighting team, then he would be looking great for them. Because fighters get that praise.
Say it one
Fighters
more
get
time, Cat.
that shine on
Say
stage.
it one more time, Cat.
just hear you say that Cool Fire is getting rookie of the year.
I said he's my oddball pick. I'm not saying he's my favorite pick. But if I had to choose somebody outside of those players that we already named,
That's
it's
an
Cool
oddball
Fire.
pick. That's an oddball pick. I mean, like why left?
He was picked top 5. So
Let's just go ahead and so with the new setup rules, is this the hardest season to be a rookie?
yes. Look, bro, I'm trying to
Is
stay
that-
locked in professional. I'm trying to be professional.
I'm trying to
I'll talk over.
Hey,
I
bro.
think so.
Dude,
I
with the
think
new
we
Say
setup
it, hey,
rules,
hold on. Cat, say it one more time.
I mean, because it just sounded like I heard you say Cool Fire is gonna be rookie of the year. That's all. That's all.
Hey, I hope we can clip this and come back to it.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, not for
I
real.
hope he proves me.
Hey,
I
I
hope he
got
proves me
genuine
wrong.
tears coming out my eyes.
I hope that's like the OG trio, bro. That's like you said.
They back, man.
Yo,
They
my
back,
bad,
bro.
My
Hey,
bad.
come on, man.
Yo, my bad, bro.
Hey, bro, I got tears in my eyes, bro. Hey, I got tears, bro. Oh my God, bro. Y'all gotta chill, bro.
Bro, I only be laughing anymore because this motherfucker be laughing like that, bro.
Oh shoot, bro.
Hey, bro.
Oh my God.
Look, Cool Fire rookie of the year.
Hey, man.
So
I got serious tears coming down, bro.
you know what, bro? I think that's a good place.
He was about to ask us something else.
That's a good place to leave off the
Now, what was the last question? What was the last question? What was the last question?
Okay.
We only 5 minutes over, so we
So,
good.
I was gonna say, with these new setup rules, is it the hardest season to be a rookie? With the minute timer, the 2 minute timer, now you got people. I don't got time. I can't do it.
And the
Ah,
2 minute timer is not like
300.
2 minute timer. You get the game set up in between the game, like so. And if
But
you get
not
a
when production
forfeit,
don't roll the wheel until the
Two
game is
minutes.
done.
it's your job, man. Man, make sure you stay on them,
I
man.
can't go back there and I get a timeout.
So the game master. So
I
yeah,
do. And you know what my game master did?
Not about
He
you,
stayed out there the
Hollywood.
whole time.
It's not about you, Hollywood. This is about the
Yeah.
rookies. Is this
Yeah,
the
the
hardest
rookies.
season to be a rookie?
I
Coming
think
in, it's
Yeah.
your first time coming into the league, and your coach tells you, "Yo, load up Wreckfest, 4 minutes, load up Wreckfest." And then you sitting there, you got to log in, and you never played Wreckfest. Go to land. Why aren't you on land? Is it the hardest season to be a rookie? And then be like, time out. What the hell are you doing?
Hey,
Now you my timeout.
I think
Now
with poor coaching,
it's going up.
with poor coaching, yes, yeah, it's gonna be rough on these rookies, man. If you got bad coaching, yeah, 100%, it's gonna be rough out
We've
here
seen
for
that
them.
a few times already.
Yeah.
It-
It was a rough week. It was definitely a rough week here at UEL. 100%.
Last question here. Look, what does it take for these new rookies and these new teams to really come in and make an imprint on the league, to become a top player, become a top team? If I'm on the Phantoms right now and I just suffered that loss to the Wolves, how can I step up? How do I even imagine going up against Eclipse and Chicken Tech and Jury? And how do
I
I
think
even start to head towards that?
I think me and Hollywood gonna say the same thing. Learn fucking racers. That's how you
I will.
break out. You was gonna say that? Hey, look, if you're a rookie, learn the racing category.
That is facts.
That's
That was
how
one of
you
my.
stand out. Learn the racing category.
Okay.
Become the best racer in the league. It's not hard.
Over
Not
Jury and Chicken Tech
Yes, it's
and
not hard.
Hollywood?
What Chicken Tech? Why do you think Chicken Tech is in the position he's in now? When he was a rookie, what do you think I told him to do? Learn racing games. You learn racing games, you will stand out head and shoulders above everyone else. And what happened?
facts.
He learned the
That's facts.
racers.
Hollywood, what do you think on this?
I think you trade away the people that aren't dedicated. You have to have that serious coach or talk with your coach and be like, look, these people are not who I envision myself winning a championship with. These people aren't dedicated enough. They're not online every day. And it starts there, is getting a group of people dedicated and a family built there. So you have to have at least seven dedicated people and a dedicated coach. After that, you have to have that skill set. First off, you can't just be a bum that's not good at anything and then come in here and just be a god at everything all of a sudden. You have to have some kind of skill set within two categories to be able to transfer it over, and then you have to grind. Like, you have to make this your life, really. But the races it's where it starts when it comes to grinding. You have to. That's the main.
Agreed. Agreed.
Well, special thanks to my co-host, Hollywood Willow TV. Thank you for the audience for sticking around and listening to these bozos on their talking points. But that's been it on the very first episode of Inside the Wheel. I hope you guys will join us again. Till
Peace.
My
next
name is
time.
Hollywood.